Welcome back to Books and Buns. Taylor, and today I'm going to be talking about Jeff Zentner's Goodbye Days. So I'm late to the party when it comes to Jeff Zentner. I have not read his first book, but it's actually the first thing I'm going to read when I finish busting through the arcs that I have for April, because this book, Goodbye Days, rocked my freaking world. It was so good. I had the worst book hangover and then proceeded to try to read another book that ended up getting DNF'd, and it's just, I had to wait. I had to give myself time to get over the love that is this book. So the very first line in this book draws you in straight away. Depending on whom you ask, I may have killed my 3 best friends. And it's like, how do you not want to read a book that talks about that, like right off the bat? You're like, I don't even need to read the synopsis. I can read that first little snippet and I was here. I was here for this book as soon as I read that. The book follows Carver Briggs after the death of his 3 best friends to a car accident and to a texting accident, to be precise, and actually a texting accident that was maybe or maybe not caused by Carver himself. So it's about him trying to, I guess, move on with his life after the loss of them. He kind of stuck to that group. They call themselves the Sauce Crew, and they stuck to that group, and only them. There was nobody else that really ever got to be in his life. So when he lost them, he pretty much lost everything. And to add insult to injury, it's his senior year. So he's lost all of his best friends, and now he's going into senior year, not really feeling comfortable and not really knowing who he is anymore without them, because who is he without his friends? The character development is phenomenal. I felt connected to every single character that we meet. Yes, Carver's the one speaking, but his friends that have passed away get so much real screen time in this story that I felt like I knew them, and I felt like these were real people. I felt like this was real life, and I think it's really important for characters, especially characters in a book like this, to be vibrant, to be vivid, and I felt like this book really had vivid and vibrant characters, even though a big handful of them were no longer with us. I don't want to say too much about them. One's an artist, a musician, a comedian, and of course we have Carver, who is our writer in the group. They all go to an art school, but we also meet Jessamine, I think is how you say it. Jasmine, I'm not really sure. Jasmine. I'm not 100% sure how to say it. I said Jessamine, and I think I was wrong. She was one of my favorite parts in this whole book because she sparked some very gorgeous lyrical moments. She has a neurological disorder that causes her to see colors with voices. So
I didn't know that.
We haven't got there yet. So this neurological disorder, pretty much right now as I'm speaking to you, she would see colors coming from my voice. And she said something so beautiful and profound, and it's Eli's dying broke something in me, and now this weird sickly greenish yellow photo filter over everything I do, and it's horrible to have something I love so much feel so completely wrong. And something about the way she talked about that just broke me, and the fact that she was no longer seeing life in color just made this book so much more real. We meet all the parents of the deceased, and I think that's something that we don't see a lot of in books. You don't meet the people that this affected directly, and that's really what this whole book is about. It's about Carver going and doing goodbye days with his best friends' families, and some of those family members blame him for the death because he sent a text message, and knowing things and knowing that his friends were in the vehicle, and he sent the text message anyway, and because they were responding to that text message, they ended up crashing, or at least that's what Carver feels. So getting to see the parents' perspective of everything was really refreshing. Carver learned sometimes that, a text just isn't a text. Where are you guys? Text me back is all it took, and his friends weren't there anymore. Jeff Zentner, he truly has a really beautiful way with words. This book is so important, and I feel like it's a book that needs to be read. I honestly feel like every person who is about to get their driver's license, young or old, if you've never had your license before, I feel like this is such an important book and something that everybody should read, because you think that it's not a big deal. You think, oh, I'm just gonna look at my phone real fast. I'm just gonna send this text message real quick. I'm gonna take this Snapchat to show everybody how fast I'm driving. But you don't realize that it could change your life. It could change the people's lives around you. And I think that I was already a person who didn't text and drive, but I think this book even made me more conscious of texting people who might be driving. Maybe, I know you can't be always wondering, oh my God, did the person I just texted, were they in the car? But I don't think I've ever stopped to think, this person is in the car, maybe I shouldn't respond to a text. And now I'm going to be more vigilant of that. If I know somebody's driving a vehicle, I'm going to make a conscious effort, and I'm not going to text them because I know they're in the vehicle. And I don't even know what to say. This book was fantastic. The character development, the storyline, the lyrical realism, beautifulness, everything about this book. I think this might be one of my favorite books I've read ever. Definitely one of my favorite books I've read this year. Please go out and buy this book. And if you're an adult watching this video, buy it for your kid, especially if they're going to be driving soon, because I think this is such an important read for everybody. If you've read the book, drop some comments down below. I'd love to hear what you thought, especially if you've read Serpent King, because I'm about to dive into that one, and I'd like to know your opinions on his first book as well. Like, subscribe this video, check us out on social media, where we are forever and we're always going to be active and hoping that you come talk to us. I know it was all scatterbrained and crazy, but it makes me feel so many ways that I can't even control myself. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night, morning, day, life. Thank you guys for subscribing, and we'll see you later.